Hey everyone, Tankenstein here, and welcome to this episode of Spaded. In this episode, I'll be showcasing the Concept 3. This is a currently rank 3 battle rating 4.3 light tank for the British Ground Forces tech tree. And this vehicle is a very unique vehicle in Warthunder because of how advanced it is relative to its BR. It is extremely lightly armored, has an excellent cannon, great mobility, and this thing should be a whole lot of fun. So if you guys don't know, in Stock to Spaded, I have 3 different matches. The first match, where I am totally stock, I go over how this vehicle feels and plays when it is stock. Second match is about halfway spaded, and the third match is fully spaded, where I go over whether or not I feel that this vehicle is worth purchasing, crewing, grinding for, you name it. I go over everything that you need to know in that third video or in the third match, and also how it feels in the transitional period in the second match where you are halfway spaded. So again, these videos have a ton of content in them that I hope that you guys not only enjoy, but also find useful. I am really stoked to use the Concept 3. I know it's not a second vehicle in the same spot of a tech tree like you have with a lot of other vehicles, but as time goes on in Warthunder, we are getting fewer and fewer of those double spots in the tech tree, so may as well just transition over to some random vehicles here, and I think that the Concept 3 is an excellent choice for Stock to Spaded. That being said, I am ready to have a good time with this. Let's get into it. So here we are, fully stock, and what I can tell you right away is that this vehicle is mobile, but it's not incredibly mobile. You know, a lot of people might think that this is going to be some incredibly fast vehicle, and really it's not. And, you know, Berlin is not the best map to test that on. However, it is a little bit, at least fully stock. I mean, it is light, but it also hardly has over a 10-to-1 horsepower per ton power to weight ratio, which isn't really all that fantastic. I'm thinking just off the top of my head, looking at those stats, 185 horsepower with about, 14.5 tons. We're looking at, like 13-ish horsepower per ton. So nothing phenomenal. Decent, especially on a wheeled vehicle, but not really absolutely groundbreaking here. Got some enemies, I think, over here. I think I see one. Oh, yes. This vehicle has some nasty kickback. Holy guacamole. Someone just shot at me. Can we have ourselves an enemy tank? Looks like a Panzer IV right there. Don't really want to move too much. You know what? If he's looking away from me, maybe I'll just sneak a shot on him. Got the kill. Man, this gun has crazy recoil when, like, just looking at the vehicle itself. Holy guacamole. Also, the turret traverse is not fantastic on this. I mean, I'm not really expecting it, don't get me wrong, but it's not really all that great. But this is still, I mean, thus far, it is proving to be a pretty decent scout and flank vehicle as well. Okay, got me that enemy kill assist. Enemy there. Let's hope I can get him before I die. I don't think I will. Nice, I got the kill. So that's not too bad. First match, really, if you guys don't know, when it comes to my Stock to Spade, I like to show an accurate representation of what you can expect. This was a full up tier, and I did, I think, pretty decently in about, what, 3 minutes, 46 seconds of life. So not all too shabby. But that being said, let's get into another match. I want to get this thing halfway spaded and kind of go over how I feel that it's improved. But thus far, despite the weak power to weight ratio, again, what is that, like 13-ish horsepower per ton, it has a very capable cannon, very capable stock shell, and pretty good speed. So it's a very impressive vehicle thus far. So that said, let's get into the next match and be halfway spaded with it. But thus far, I'm kind of impressed. So some real quick things to note here. As you can tell, the audio sounds slightly different, and that's because I forgot to record the audio during the match through my mic. I accidentally shut off the mic on my headset itself, and so thus why I'm recording it post in Audacity. And second, this is actually still a fully stock match. And the reason why I did that is because the first match I did not feel like reflected how the playstyle is of this vehicle. You know, with the Concept 3, you really want to flank, you want to scout, you want to do a lot of things that I just didn't have the chance to do in the first map because of how that map was, you know. In this map right here in particular, you can kind of go around the outskirts, hide and cover, or rather concealment, and you can scout people, shoot at them. There's really any number of things that you could do. As you can see, I'm actually scouting them right now, and yes, there will still be 4 matches in this, so after this will be a halfway spaded match, and that one I accidentally forgot to record the headset audio as well, so I'm going to have to do that in post afterwards, but it's actually a really, really good match in my opinion. So that said, though, we are just kind of moving up here. Scouted target damage, pretty cool. You know, again, pretty standard stuff here. You just want to kind of work the this vehicle like that, and I mean, you end up getting tons of assists by playing this as a scout, by playing this as a tank on the side, because and it also matters too based on what BR you're in, right? So I think I hit a vehicle here, yeah. So I think this one took 3 shots to 724, but it really matters what type of BR you're in, right? Like if you are in a down tier or something, you can very easily just go flank and kill people. That's real fun. But if you're in an up tier, a lot of the time it helps to be support, and you can end up getting like 4, 5, 6, 7 kills or assists very easily and have a few kills sprinkled in there as well. So it's a very, very effective way to play. But ultimately what it comes down to is that, like I said, like right there, I've got 2 assists, 1 kill, really, really easy. And, I mean, the Concept 3 is just the perfect tool. And bear in mind, again, this is a fully stock match. There was nothing, I had no upgrades here. And, I mean, it's just such a fantastic vehicle when you're not ramming into trees. But that being said, I believe I ended this match with only 2 assists and 1 kill, so nothing all too... Okay, we had one final guy that I saw over here. Go ahead and scout him, you know, like normal, if you can hear that thing. The jingling in the background, that is my cat playing because she deserves all the toys in the world. But, again, got myself a nice, easy assist on M3, and that was it. So I ended up with 1 kill, 4 assists. Really, really easy. Hardly any work put into it, but that's how you play this vehicle in an up tier. But that said, let's get into the halfway spaded match, and trust me, it's a good one. So here we are, halfway spaded, and what I try to do is I always try to put up the mod card because, of course, putting up the modifications is very important. And I went about equal parts cannon, so power, and also equal parts performance. So I did the engine and filters because I feel like that is an extremely important thing with this vehicle. And I also decided to get the Shot Mark 8, which not only improves armor pen by probably around 15-ish millimeters across the entire spectrum between when it comes to damage, or not damage, but rather distance and also angle, but it also makes it so that your shot is a little bit less likely to ricochet. So it's just an overall improvement, and believe it or not, it actually helps out tremendously when it comes to actually dealing damage with this vehicle. Now, that being said, as you can see, I mean, at least as I feel, this thing has much, much better mobility with just those 2 upgrades. And of course, you get the transmission, that does help as well. But with the filter and the engine, I mean, that just goes so far towards making this a much better vehicle. And I think it makes it so that your top speed, to get to the top speed, is around 3 seconds quicker. But there's also this M24 here, and he just kind of decided to die. Now, I'm guessing that that guy's a bot. I've been seeing a ton of bots recently. I mean, I've been seeing people with, like, you know, 3... Like, seriously, I think actually a few days ago I saw a guy with 3 kills and 1,800 deaths in a Harrier GR1. No joke. No joke at all. I believe that was it, and I might have taken a screenshot of it. But just so I don't quote-unquote shame him, I won't put it. Anyways, we have an M10 here, and he is toasterinos. Now, the only bad thing about this gun and also the cannon, and this is really symptomatic of a lot of British vehicles, is that they all have AP, right? They're all solid shot AP. So you can get yourself some really nice kills, some easy kills, but you're not always going to be able to kill the entire crew in one hit. You kind of have to hit the ammo to do that. That being said, we have this M24 here, another one. Real easy kill. At this point, I'm kind of wondering to myself, where is the enemy team? I think that I have some people to my right, if I'm not mistaken. But we have an M4 here, real easy. And boom, right there, hit the crew, basically killed the entire crew. And just an easy thing. And also, you have this other M4, Scout. And that's actually one thing I do. And let me know in the comments below if you guys do this. But whenever I see an enemy, it doesn't matter if I'm just about to kill him, I always scout him first. Every single time. Because it ends up giving you more points, you know? So it might seem like kind of a fool's errand, but it does work. But that being said, I die here, but I respawn and have a really good second life as well in the Concept 3. So let's get into the respawn. Now, ultimately, when it comes to the Concept 3, I can tell you this. Getting the Shot Mark 8 is extremely important. I mean, extremely important. That is one of the biggest upgrades you can get. And then, again, the engine and filters, huge. And this vehicle, just with those upgrades, it doesn't feel like a new vehicle, but you can feel the improvements. And it is vastly better than what it was before. I mean, this thing is just so good. You know, as a 4.3 BR, I'm actually kind of surprised that's a 4.3 BR vehicle. This is almost kind of like the Pack Puma in a way, but, you know, obviously a little bit different. So we have this M4 Sherman here. I get the nice shot on him, driver, gunner, loader. But, of course, those 50 cals can just tear me to pieces. So I kind of inch up, hit the engine, somehow, and kind of back up. And then at this point, I want to go trick him. So he thinks I'm going to be going to the right again and again and again and again. And he's still looking at the right, and then I kind of peek around here and hit him in the head, and boom, he's gone. So an easy kill, not too bad. Oh, that was an M4 A3 105. I didn't even realize that was the 105. But regardless, so this vehicle, I feel like probably one of the biggest weaknesses of it is going to be the fact that it has such a mediocre turret traverse rate. And it's not absolutely killer, but when you have a vehicle that's this fast, your turret has to keep up. You know, that is such an important thing, that your turret can keep up with your vehicle, because if you're rounding a corner and your turret is still maybe halfway there, that can delay the attack or get you killed. You know, so it's such a tough thing to deal with. And without that horizontal turret drive, this vehicle just isn't as good. But even with the horizontal turret drive, I mean, you're getting 18% faster turret traverse speed out of an already mediocre turret traverse speed. So I think it goes something like from, 12%-ish to 14, or 12 degrees to 14 degrees. And I do feel it. Trust me, when I did upgrade it, I did feel it. But it's just not very good. But I got that nice easy kill there, and then we have this, and this is where the turret traverse really comes in handy. If I had it, if it was 3 degrees more per second, I may have gotten a hit on him. But that being said, let's get into the final match. I mean, the final match is also really good. This is just such an easy vehicle to get assists with, to get kills with. I had 6 kills, 4 assists, and a base cap there. So damn easy. That being said, let's get into the final match and end this video. So here we are, finally, fully spaded with the Concept 3. And let me tell you guys this. I mean, I am very impressed with this thing. And ultimately, you know, these videos, this whole entire series, Stock to Spaded, is really there to kind of give an idea of how regular tech tree vehicles are, whether you should get them or not, kind of give an honest outlook of how the vehicle is, It's like a pseudo review or not pseudo, semi review, semi gameplay sort of thing, as well as kind of a what to expect, right? Like it's a big sort of everything video. And what I can tell you is quite simply that the Concept 3 is one of the more impressive low BR vehicles. I mean, it's almost kind of like, okay, cool. It almost kind of feels like you're getting ready for high BR matches at 4.3 BR. Like, this plays very similarly to higher BR vehicles, largely because of the wheeled design, because it has great armor pen, because it has minimal armor. This vehicle feels like it's got, okay, sweet, awesome. But this vehicle feels very much like you're playing the Rucat, for example, might be a good way to put it. And it's just a really, really great vehicle. It's extremely fast, well, relatively speaking. It's got a very good cannon. It's got, once you upgrade the horizontal turret drive, I mean, it's still a problem. I still do not like the turret traverse rate on this thing. Don't get me wrong, I do not think it's good. But it's not as bad, obviously. I mean, you're getting around 2 degrees more per second. And it might not seem like a lot, but it does matter, you know, and I do notice it, especially after having played this vehicle so many times in a row. It does become noticeable, that change. So, might be an enemy. Uh-oh. What is even going on here? Very cool. Okay, this is a strange match, but in all, I mean, yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, again, some of the weaknesses are the armor, turret traverse, whatever. But if you can play this thing as it's meant to be played, as a quick strike, as a flanker, as a scout vehicle, you know, once you get those extra things like the artillery, once you get the extended crew visibility range, once you get things like that, this actually becomes quite a support vehicle as well. Kind of like most light tanks are. But it really gives you the ability to give this crazy offensive push as well. I feel like I'm about to be killed here, so I'm going to move. One thing it feels like it's missing, but I can't really blame them for not having here, is the fact that it has no smoke grenades, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna run around. Oh, wow, woo-wah. Turret traverse, man. Turret traverse. That would be nice. So I got 3 kills, 2 assists. I had earlier an assist with another whatchamacallit. Before I was on this streak, I did have a spawn in with the Concept 3 a little earlier. Okay, hopefully I can trick him. Oh, this is bad. If I can help it, I always try to attack from where the enemy will have spawned from. And just in this instance, I'm gonna let him get this base cap because it's, you know, spread the love. I mean, some people could really benefit from it, so why not? But in the interim, I'm gonna get the kill after he gets that nice base cap, so he gets his points and I get mine. Very cool, right? I don't see why more people don't do. Oh wow, there's someone else on here. Okay, he's gonna be over here to my right, I'm sure. Yep. Ooh, I got pretty much everything without actually killing him. There we go. He just quit or something. So I'm going to probably decap this and get out of here. So 5 kills, 2 assists, base cap, not bad. But that's one thing I really like to do, and I feel like it's actually a very good method. Ooh, that's bad. So he's going to have a better turret traverse than me, but I have better mobility. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, that said, that seems to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this vehicle in the video below, or in the comments below, rather. Again, I feel like this is one of those vehicles. There are a few vehicles in every single line of a tech tree that you can just skip over without adding them to your lineup, but I feel like the Concept 3 is one of those vehicles that can be an integral part of your lineup, and it's one of those vehicles, kind of like some of the Sonderkraftfahrzeuge 234s, where you can see them in high BR matches because they can still get kills against MBTs or even like 8.0 plus BR tanks from the side because they have a decent enough cannon, plus they're fast enough to be able to cap pretty much before anyone else. And the Concept 3 is that vehicle. So yes, this is a definite grind, definite unlock crew, everything, and definite for spading it as well. It's a, even by the time you're halfway spaded, this thing feels great. So again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.